It's a lot of conversation in studio because my guest sounds like somebody who you meet and automatically become friends with. She is Mfumukazi. She's studying. She's the one who's telling the young men to get in order. But beyond that, she's a mother. She's a businesswoman. She's a star-studded artist. And she's probably one of those people who, when they release, you just say, let them take their throne. Bombshell is on the Upville Squad today. How you doing?
Oh, man.
I'm excited to have you.
And this is my first interview this year, so I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Very, very happy
You're
that
such
you're
a
here.
starring.
You are such a starring. You're such a starring that, you know, your Queens of LSK episodes are airing.
I'm confused. I've always been tagged there, and I'm thinking, wait, is this the right year?
Content stays the same. And I think that's what happens when you create music and art that stands the test of time, because the conversations on the show still trickle down into what's happening now. Like those conversations were real, and even the way you carried the show with the rest of your, you know, your hosts, you really had great conversations on that show.
Thank you. We're very raw, though.
You were. It was like, whoo.
Extremely raw.
I was watching it as a teenager, and I'm like,
close the
ooh.
baby's ears. Extremely raw.
Bombshell, how you doing? How's the year starting like?
The year has been heavenly. It's been beautiful. I mean, we got to give thanks the fact that we're here. We're alive and breathing. We've lost many loved ones and we're here today. So the year is beautiful. It's I believe it's a God did year. That's what I'm calling this year.
I'm happy that it's a God did year and it's a Bombshell did year because we started off with great music. To just track back a little to Young Man, which was probably one of your last singles of 2025.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see you come back in a very my own style, my own way, you know, format. After such a hiatus, which you don't consider a hiatus because you believe you gave us enough music, we were supposed
100%,
to eat the music.
God, I was like, I remember once having an interview and I was asked that, what's been happening? I said, guys, I've been pregnant. You get me? I was preparing a whole album. Before it was Bombshell has never given us an album. Bombshell has never given us an album. That's how even the Mfumukazi was birthed. I had to switch my role and just love my Africanness. Because, I mean, before, I feel like it was a Bombshell who was just, you know, dressed, whatever. So I incorporated the Africanness. Mfumukazi was born, dropped an album. But, still afterwards it was...
Where's the music?
Where's the music?
Where's the music? And I think we bullied you into releasing Young Man.
100%. Like, it was... Wizu was like, hello, guys. What's happening to this girl?
Where's the woman?
I've been here. I'm right here.
Why was that the one to give us?
Okay, fine. First, it all goes back to the fact that my fans, I had a whole lot of fans that kept on talking about, I have not done hardcore rap in a minute. Like, it's been bubblegum music. I felt like we need to dance, you know what I mean? There's too much going on in our country. Like, there's a whole lot. Blackouts and all that. So I felt like, let's have happiness. Ever since COVID, I've chosen to do happy songs where people should dance. When you hear, you need to bounce your head. But then there's the fans who've been my day one, you know, Bomb, Kingdom, Shells people that just needed the hardcore music. And I thought, okay, fine, let's start off with a whole Young Man type of project.
The Young Man was quite interesting. J Max, why that young man?
Well, the fact that, you know, the young man has got a whole lot to talk about. He proved himself. I mean, he made perfect sense to be the one to put on the song. And also there's been people who always thought me and him would do a whole good collaboration. So he's the person I thought could make sense to be the young man and also to speak out for the young men. Yeah, so that's why I chose him, actually.
Amazing. Let's still talk about more music in 2024, but I think from the broader perspective. For me, every single year, the one thing I look forward to is the newcomers, the ones that are about to make new music, make a new sound, do great. There's this huge gap, and I think this is a question you're probably tired of hearing, about where are the females in the industry, especially in the rap industry, where and it seems like when a male artist comes up, the male artists who are established are quick to hold their hand and say, look, listen, Triple M will take you there. You know, a Blood Kid, we're taking you there. Ndinema, Mordecai, we're taking you there. What's the gap with the women? Why is that there?
You know what? To be honest, I feel like there's not much unity when it comes to women. I don't know what this demon is that just, it's not even just about the music industry. It's the majority in just, I don't know, whether women at large. I don't know what's up with us. We really just don't support one another. I don't know what it is. People feeling like they gotta have the cake by themselves. When, you know, there's so much to share. You know what I mean? There's so much in the world to offer. And I feel like if women gather together, it's so powerful. But maybe that's why there's that whole aspect of why women can't be together, because it's gonna be a whole bombshell if women, I gotta be cliche, I use my name. Thank you. If women had to be together, because look, women create life. I'm not trying to be cliche again. We create life. We are the together. We're the ones, even in a home, a wife brings the people together.
Makes
when a wife is pissed, the whole home is shaken. Yeah. You get me? So I feel like the fight within ourselves is what is like killing us. Because I shouldn't be here thinking because, oh, I'm Fumukazi, I should be the only Fumukazi. Guys, there will not only be one Fumukazi. That's why even my album was about saying every woman is a queen. So, I mean, if we're ready to put a crown on each other, we're putting crowns on each other like, oh, there's my girl. She's a queen in this department. Yo, can you help me out in that department? I want to do this and do this. She puts a crown on my head. We stand together as one, united, and we would be seriously going to the top. Yeah. But I don't know what's up with this thing where it feels like maybe if I help this one, they're going to be bigger than me, or no, if I do this, I'm going to be outshined. Girl, you will be outshined, because every day a star is born. Every day there's somebody bigger who's getting born. Even as we speak right now, there's a bigger person being born. So it's about acceptance and also moving as togetherness. Kaunda Sanktiende Pamozi, but hey, I don't know what's happening. Rest in peace. But
what are you doing about it?
I have, honestly, personally speaking, I feel I have done something about it. On my album, I had Zambian come on. I have tried, even when it comes to music sharing. That also is something that actually, like, I'm always wondering, like, where do we go wrong? You find you're sharing this person's music, others won't share your music. What's the problem? Because the more we just feel like we just have to have one person, that's the reason why we're finding that our songs are not even being placed on the international maps, because that one person feels I'm the only one with the connections, I'm not going to share them with this person, I'm not going to do this. Yes, it starts with me. I have done my part and I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue. And I've always said this thing, like, if there's anybody out there, even Medusa, I put it out and asked if there were rappers who could come through. The girl that won, she ended up featuring in my song. If you check it out on YouTube, it's there. And that's the video. Actually, I dropped it as a single without a video with myself and featuring Typho. And then afterwards, I had a whole challenge happen. The girl won, and that's the song I did a video on. That's what should just show that for me, I'm ready to put my hand down there and lift you up. If you get bigger than me, those are blessings. Then great. I'll be so proud to sit here and say, damn, I helped that girl, and look at her now. That's where she is. Not that, no, I should just be at the top by myself. It's lonely at the top.
Let's talk industry politics. Thank you for bringing them up. What's the obsession with pinning people against each other?
Thank you.
That's saying geez. I'm the biggest artist in Zambia?
Again, that's just destroying us. It's murdering us, because, again, like I said, if we move together, we will be so unstoppable. There's so much talent in this country.
Where's the problem? Is it camps? Is it egos?
You know what? I'm out here trying to figure out what exactly is the problem. Maybe there's also the whole perception of before you even get to know somebody, you just straight up judge them that this person is probably like this, and you push back without even getting to know them. A lot of people, when they get to know me, they get surprised that I love to clown around. I'm crazy with the K. You know what I mean? Like, I just love to have a good time. And I'm a lover of helping, lifting each other up. I love that. This is not even just stuff that I'm saying just because I'm in front of the cameras. No. I just love to help. It gives me, there's this beauty that comes with help, like helping others. You know what I mean? So I feel this camp thing, I wish I knew what exactly it was, but it's a shame. It's sad. Like, I'm always telling myself, like, maybe sometime I should go to fasting, because it's killing us. It really is.
Now, to the people that are watching us at home, there's a number on the screen giving you access to speak to Bombshell. Call it in and you'll be through to studio. Remember, it's the Upville Squad on Diamond TV, DSTV 271 and GoTV channel 20. Let's speak music. Starting. My ticket.
Yeah. No.
Why is Siamafa?
Siamafa. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, mava.
I mean, this is just the whole thing. You know how life is. People always plot against you. It almost comes back to what you just said. What is it? You know what I mean? There'll be people who will speak against you. They will try to put you down. But I'm a strong believer, man. If you're studying, matigeti, yan, Peter, and they'll never go through. I feel this song is just a song to lift any person out there that has gone through defeat, like people trying to defeat them, people trying to put them down, people always plotting against them. You always have to come out, stand up and just be the star and keep on pushing and dance along to it. You don't have to cry.
Yeah.
Because this is the world. It will always be this way, unfair and whatnot. But how do you move forward? What do you do?
Yeah. I want to talk about something that you've experienced firsthand, which is being signed and being with a label. And I'm happy that we can talk about it now in hindsight, because there was a lot that couldn't be expressed then. What was the problem with Nexus? And why isn't it where we all wanted it to be now?
I feel like there was a lot of promises that were made, and then also lack of unity again goes back to that. And then
is that on the artist side or management?
Everything. The whole concept. Everybody went there feeling, I gotta be the star of this place.
Okay.
You understand? And the promises as well. And then there were people who came in who had already been working so hard by themselves, and then they get there, they're expecting to be put now to a higher level. So now, those that had been working a long time ago for themselves, they get to a place like that, and then they're not just being lifted. It feels like you're doing the same thing that you did by yourself. Because, I mean, if a label is going to sign you up, you got to be put on a bigger level than you were doing by yourself. And then there was also the upcomers who also went there with a dream, believing, I got to be big. And then also the management feels like, damn, these ones who've been around have been around. But there's the newcomers, I feel this is the better place. Let me focus on this. So it just created a whole fracas, and I feel that's what exactly brought it down.
What would you have done different?
Honestly, if I wanted to start a label, I wouldn't sign too many artists to start with. I would rather have a few artists, because I love to just deliver what I promise. If I'm going to give you a promise today, I want to live up to that promise. I don't want to tell you today, yo, I'm going to get you diamond rings. I'm going to get you houses. You're going to be on MTV-based stages and winning awards and all that kind of stuff. And then the other person comes. I'm telling them the same thing. Before you know it, there are 20 people, and they're all looking out like, hey, yo, what's going on?
What's going on? We have Moses.
And then amongst the 10, you have one that you're believing in. Like, okay, this one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We had Moses on the line, but I'm hearing he's gone. Keep on trying. The number is on your screen. Continue calling in. We still have Bombshell for a couple more minutes up until we finish our conversation right here on your home of Z Pop Culture. The artist industry faced such a big loss starting the year off with Dandy Crazy.
Yeah.
It was intense, it was immense, but also it really highlighted how ununited you guys are.
Yeah, jeez. I love how you say you're united.
Your thoughts on that? Because amidst losing, there were fingers being pointed.
Yeah.
There were statuses that wanted to be raised. There were egos that wanted to be stroked. Have you ever seen? Has it always been like that, and now we're just seeing it, or maybe social media has kind of revealed the negativity in you? Because you've seen the industry move from CDs to streaming to where we are now with yes. So there's been that entire timeline that you've been able to see. Was there ever a time when you guys were united? It's always been like this. What's happening?
Honestly, I don't even know how to. I feel like before people were united. I think before the internet was very big, I feel there was a little bit of some unity. I mean, I'm not from back in the day. I don't know what was happening in the period of the Dizimases and stuff like that. But then when I see how they were, I feel they were really united. The Chameleons, these guys, because there's like, you know what I mean?
It's like
phases,
stages,
exactly. And
intakes.
Yeah, I feel the Chameleons, those guys, they were very together. And then there's us. And then there's the new school. So now, where there's a spot here.
The disconnect.
Where it just gets disconnected. And I think it all goes back to the whole people want to be the one only, the one and only. I feel that's what the disconnection is.
Any names for who these people are?
I wouldn't want to point out names. I'm not going to be that person who says,
Is
I feel
Cleo
this
one of these people?
Cleo would want to be the only one and only.
I'm just prying.
I wouldn't think so. We're really in a togetherness type of thing. And she really, I mean, she did a whole album helping the new school. And she titled it that. That should tell you that that's somebody...
Very trained. you know how to keep your cool. I don't like that.
It's not even about being trained. It's about speaking the truth. I mean, if I was going to be lying, I was going to stutter or something. I don't know. It's just saying the truth. That's what it is. Why would you think that, though?
This is about you. This is an interview about you.
Yeah, I can. Now I'm interviewing you. Maybe because the interviewer in me.
You're reliving the TV days. We're happy to have you on Queens with LSK.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, when I'm speaking the truth, I don't even hold back. It just flows. And if somebody's gonna lie, you're gonna hear the well. You get me? So I sit back and watch and I see. Clear is not somebody I've known through TV. We go way back. You get me? Like, way back. Teenage life, grade 8. So, I know the person she is, honestly, and being asked about her, I would totally speak about her, even eyes closed, doors shut. I'll tell you the type of person she is. So, she's definitely not a person who only feel I'm the one and only type of person, because she also loves to put her hand and lift people up.
Amazing. Starring is such an amazing jam.
Thank you so much.
The thing about us is when you feed us, we want more.
Hey.
We don't quota. So how does the year look like as we roll out? Is more music, more singles? I know there's a beautiful project that you just brought to life. I will wait for you to get comfortable and share.
Much. Thank you.
But congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
What's next?
Well, definitely more singles. I've learned from what you just said, that albums actually suppress songs. And I actually agree with that, because there's a bunch of songs on my album. But definitely, I'm going to drop a whole lot of singles this year. I guess, I have starved people a lot. It's time for us to dance, to feel emotional, to get gangster, to feel the ghetto, to feed. I want to feed everybody in every angle. You know what I mean? So a whole lot of singles definitely going to drop this year.
Awesome. I hope to see more female up-and-comings in those singles as well.
100%. We're going to get a whole lot of females.
Please.
Guys, holler at me. DM me,
Look
please.
into that camera, because we like to have evidence on this show.
Please DM me if you want to work. You're serious. I don't want to have females who want to come today and drop something and then you bounce. If you want to be pregnant, when somebody's pregnant, they get the pregnancy. You do everything.
Are these puns intended?
No, there are no puns intended.
Okay.
Okay, my music is like pregnancy. I take it that way. You get me? When I'm in studio, I'm pregnant. I drop it, I have, given birth.
Okay.
So anybody who wants to be serious about their career, please get at me. And if we're going to work, you should know that you're taking this as a serious career, not just because I want to be seen on TV, or no, I want to be famous for 2 seconds and then you bounce. No. I want somebody that's going to live and stick to it and leave, create legendariness.
Amazing. Let's listen to one of those babies. Here, starring by Bombshell. On the other side, trends of the week and more of the show.